Hi viewers, and welcome again to Family Matters, your favorite program with your pastor and friend, Reverend Faith Ndungu from Overcoming Faith Church. I am excited to be back again to your screen, to your home, because we have a good conversation going on here about our families, about marriage, and I know that you have benefited even from the last program, and we continue with that conversation again. I have my guests with me, and I will introduce them again. We've been asking this question: is marriage a scam or does it work? And I have my three guests here with me again, and I want to welcome them to just say hi to you, and then we'll delve into this conversation. And today I want to start with the gentleman.
Yes.
Timothy, karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Reverend. Hi guys, this is Monyo Timothy. Very excited to be back to the show. Looking forward to this amazing forum whereby you're going to discuss is marriage a scam or is it real? And I say it works. Yes.
Thank you so much. It works. I have my second guest, and I want to introduce Joyce Jaraba. Karibu sana, Joyce.
Thank you so much, Rev, for having me again. I am Joyce Njaramba. I work at Faith Today TV. I'm a film and TV producer, and I'm also a photographer. Yeah.
Karibu sana, Joyce. And our that guest, not the least, even though she's the last, Joy. Karibu sana, Joy.
Thank you so much, Rev, for having me again. It's a pleasure, it's an honor. Well, I am Joy Gishimu. I am a journalist working at Faith Today TV. Yeah, and I'm still on your screens again. It's a pleasure.
Amen. Karibu sana, all of you. So we were looking at the conversation, and we have been talking about marriage, and we realized that on the one hand, the gentlemen seem to be for the marriage.
Yeah.
They feel it's gonna be good for them.
Yeah.
The ladies still are scared about marriage. They are feeling like this thing doesn't work very well. The responsibility is too much. And maybe the question I want to ask today is, what's your expectation? You know, as you think about marriage, probably what are your expectations? And maybe we can actually start with the gentleman to hear, what are your expectations of marriage? And as you're marrying this person that you love, what are you expecting from them?
Thank you, Reverend. The first thing that I really expect from this person, and it's something that, let's say I've gone on a date with a lady. Like, I want to find this lady who I think I can marry. The first thing that I tell them, for me, it's a deal breaker, and it's an expectation, so it has to be there. Is this person saved? Does this person love God? That one I don't compromise. I don't, kabisa. Then another thing that I expect in marriage, and I said it in the previous show, is kindness. For me, kindness goes a long way. It really does go a long way. So, have you given your life to Christ, and are you a kind person? Because kindness, it will cause a ripple effect of how you're going to treat that family. If you're not kind, you're going to be the opposite of kind is rude or unkind. Okay, around there, it will reflect on the kids. Then the kids will carry that to the other kids. So it will, is this the child to so and so? No manners at all. So you have to be kind. Kindness. Let me just say kindness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you hear the expectations?
Yes.
Born again. I think that speaks about values. That we have shared values, we have shared beliefs. That's very, very important for marriage, because if we don't share values, then we are going to run into a problem.
Exactly, because two cannot work together.
That's right.
Yes, I agree.
That's the Bible, that can two walk together. Actually, the Bible asks, can two walk together unless they have agreed?
Yeah.
And so it's important, if you are a Christian, is the other person a Christian? If they are not a Christian, then please know that what you don't expect them to have the Christian values.
True.
Actually, somebody said something very important the other day that I've been thinking about a lot. That if somebody shows you their character, shows you who they are, believe them.
Oh.
Wow.
Because there are times we see how somebody is, they are rude,
Yeah.
they cheat, they do whatever, but we doubt. We put a question mark. Ni ako hivo ama ni mimi na. If they have shown you who they are, believe it.
Can I add something on that?
Yes.
To just supplement what you're saying. You know, the Bible also says, out of the depth of the heart, like the mouth speaks.
That's
So
right.
you cannot say that this person deep down is a good person. But deep down is what has come out.
That's it. That is it. Yes. It will come out. And remember, in that time of friendship, they are a bit guarded
Yeah.
in what they see.
Yeah.
Actually, many will put a certain mask. You know, so you can imagine if they are guarded because they want to be at their best, but then you can see some things that come out. Why are you not believing them? So those are the expectations. He wants a woman who is kind. He doesn't want a woman who is rude and unkind. Na anasema itapita kwa watoto. Aya, wacha tusikie. What are the expectations here? Joyce, what are your expectations?
For me, what I look mostly, it's the character of the person. Deep inside, what is he? What is he like? What does he think like? How does he treat me? How does he treat other people? Because we have so many, we have good people, but maybe not for me. They're not good for me. And also, we have Christians in church, but are they good people? Somebody can be a good person in church, but they are still cheaters. They are liars. They are pretenders. Maybe they are just hypocrites. So for me, it's the real person for that person.
So somebody, the goodness in somebody, maybe also depending on what we consider good. Of course, it has to align with what we consider to be good. But it is true, I agree with you that definitely there are people also, they can be Christians, but maybe they are not good. But again, so we are saying that even though we want somebody that is a Christian, we also want them to actually live up to the Christian values, live up to the Christian virtues of goodness and kindness and all those kind of things, because with that is what we are expecting from them. Let's hear what Joy is expecting.
Yeah, for me, top tier, and I believe what we'll agree on this is someone who's, someone who's saved. And for me, it's not just being saved. You have to have a personal relationship with God, because I believe when you have that, these other things will just fall in place. That's because you have understood God's love. So giving out love for you will not be an issue.
That's right.
You will understand that God is kind. So kindness to you will be nothing. Like you will do it as your lifestyle. So it's not only just being saved, it's you loving God and knowing who you are. And also another thing I expect in a man is you understand yourself, you have a vision, you have a purpose, you have something in your mind. Maybe I cannot see it right now, but I see it in the future. Like you have a vision aligned and a purpose aligned. Because nowadays you find people are just dating casually. Like, oh, this lady is fine, I'm also fine, let's date. You see, and most of them don't work. So for me, I believe what will propel me to marriage is me seeing a man who has a vision, written down, like just the way Habakkuk says it, like plain written it down and everyone is seeing it. That for me, it really works.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a high bar, Set right there. Because I don't know how many young people will have it written. But I also hear what you're saying. Maybe they may not have written it, they may not have gotten to that level, but at least you see the person has a certain focus in life. There are things they want to achieve. Let's think about I like all what you've said. You've said actually very, very important, because it is good as we get into marriage to know where are we going with this person. Does this person have a purpose? Then how are they in terms of character? How are they in terms of their relationship with God? That's very important because the relationship with God constrains us to what we can do or can't do, or what we want to do or may do. But we will not do because we are Christians, and that's something we shouldn't compromise. What about when we think about, because I know in the last program we were talking about the issue of responsibilities. What are the expectations of the ladies as they are getting into marriage? Because it seems to be why people are fearing marriage so much is this issue of responsibilities, feeling like it will be too much for me. What are the expectations? What are you expecting that the men will do as when they are husbands and fathers?
I go on. Yes. Okay. For me, as a husband, I believe you have to think for the family. Either we are two, either there's the children, but you have to think for us. And thinking in my perspective is, this lady, most at times she will not feel to cook, she will not feel to do most of the things that are termed as house chores. So what can I do? If it's not me doing it, what can I do to ease her responsibilities? If it's being there for her in those times she doesn't feel or she's not able to, will the person step in?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're actually expecting a man who will also come in and do the house chores.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Probably yes.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe I would also want to bring in an aspect here that even as we are expecting the men to come in, help us cook, help us keep the house, that we need to also realize that God wired us very differently. Men, in the way God has made them, they are the hunters. Men are made to be hunters, meaning they are meant to go out there. Now, if you would think even about things like the army and all those kind of things, or even if there's just war, you don't see women being enlisted to go to war that much. It will be men. Why? There is a way God wired men with their kind of strength, the brute strength, and the way the risk taking and all of that, that they are meant to be out there as hunters. And the woman, God wired the woman, even gave her a womb because she's able to nurture something in that womb. He would have given both the man and the woman a womb. If he thought that both should also get children and take care of them. Now, I want to tell you the truth. A man is not really wired to take care of the baby. They will try, and the men actually, the men who, because of love, they love their babies, they want to be kind, they will step out and actually take care of the baby. But I want to submit to you that it is not the natural thing. In fact, a man sometimes will fear holding a small baby because they think I might crush this baby with my hands, or I may hold the baby to not the right way and they may fall. That's just the way they are wired. So that then when we come to the home, we need to look at the home in a bigger way. That this home has many responsibilities. We need to go out there, take care of things. If there is a bulb that needs to be fixed, I am sure you will not be taking the stool to climb. You will expect the man to climb, isn't it? What if he doesn't feel like? I don't feel like fixing the bulb, even you fix it. I don't feel like fixing the car. You found ladies stuck with a car and it is just a battery that they would touch the wires. But even a young boy will know you touch a wire there, you touch a wire there, things happen. You get? So I think when we understand that we are wired differently, also it will help us as women so that we don't take these responsibilities as they are very difficult. And we don't fear cooking for them because actually when you get your family, you will realize your priority becomes your family. Your priority becomes cooking because women, we love to cook. Why do we love to cook? That's how God made us. We love to go to the kitchen and produce something nice. And you may find a man who is even a chef in a hotel, but at home, it doesn't come naturally. That is a job. He's gone hunting.
Yeah.
That's a job.
Yeah.
When he comes home, he also enjoys the woman cooking food for him. So that I think I would want to tell the young ladies like Joy and others who are watching us, don't fear the cooking for your family. When you get there, you will realize actually it's your first ministry to feed your family. You will love it to go to the kitchen, produce nice food, you put it on the table, your husband is so excited. And the way to a man's heart
It's through the
is
stomach.
through the stomach. that is it's universal and it is from time immemorial.
Yeah.
And I would love the women to get that because it is beautiful when a woman takes care of the home. Because men don't even know how to take care of small details. That is why they may not take care of the socks. For them, the socks is not a big deal where the socks are. But you can provide a bin and say, ukikuja, ukitoa socks, rusha pale kwa hiyo basket. The hamper.
Yeah,
And don't throw it on the floor. By the way, if that hamper is not there, the man will throw it on the floor. He won't be thinking about it. Hi, Joyce, let's hear. Yeah, tell us what you're thinking.
because okay, I have done all that. You see,
Yeah.
it's not that we don't want to make the home a home, but I have tried at my own best and try to make the home a home.
Yeah.
And I've, like, for that example, I've provided the hamper. It's just common sense, to put it inside the hamper. Now if you drop it down, for me, it seems like you want to create an issue because I've told you, I've helped you actually by bringing the hamper there.
Yeah.
Then it's like you want to poke me like, yeah, it's on the floor.
Because for the man, he's wondering, what's a big deal? If it's on the floor, we will pick it.
Yeah.
Who is we? It's you.
Even
So you're
him,
just
he's,
going to pick
even
it,
him is
sir.
thinking he can pick it anytime.
At
Like-
any
like
time
it-
after I've told you, like, your socks are on the floor again.
But it won't stay there forever. Say it needs to be washed, so it will be picked eventually.
By who? Who's going to wash them?
See, you can even send the kid, hey, and don't go socks wake up.
Oh my Lord.
But it will stay there.
Joyce, let's hear what Joyce has to say.
I know. It's hard to understand.
Yeah.
It's hard.
For me, when I talk about my expectation, I expect somebody, or rather I want somebody who really loves me, genuinely, not to marry me because I'm a good person, or you want to marry that girl because she's a wife material. I want somebody who loves me. He wants to marry me because they love me. Because I believe when you love somebody, you will do things for them, sacrifice for them. You will let them win an argument because you love them.
And I hope you also let him win an argument.
You will wash the dishes.
Yeah.
You'll even call them a mafua for the wife because you love your wife.
Sasa
You don't-
tajua mama mafua anakuaga wapi. Watakuwa wakiongea aje ndio amuite.
Hata
Don't you see there is
atakwambia,
trouble there?
they will tell you that hizi nguo ni mingi sana, ukifua utachoka, tafuta mamafua.
Oh, ni wewe utafute.
Yeah,
I like
because they love you, they'll be thinking
Yeah.
of you, they'll
That
be
is
thinking
true.
of your feelings.
That is true. I totally agree with you. That definitely you want to. That is an expectation that is not too much. We expect that the person who marries us loves us.
Yeah.
Maybe I know we are winding up, but I would want just to know: are there things that you can look at from what you have observed? What you've seen in the families that sometimes has caused why the young people are fearing marriage so much. Could there be something that people have gone through that is making them feel like this marriage is not for me? What do you think could have been happening, or is anything that has happened in your lives that make you feel like, well, this one I am fearing it?
Like for starters, I feel like most men, they will marry girls because of who they are. Maybe msichana amesoma sana, she's a good girl, she comes from a good family. So they are not marrying them because they love them.
Yeah.
They are marrying what they see. When I marry her, what people will see, they'll think of me, I have a good wife.
Yeah.
You are marrying a wife material because she knows how to cook. So atakuwa anapika kila siku because you actually married her for the cooking. Yeah, because she's beautiful. Do you really love this person?
Oh, like in short, you're marrying the idea of a wife.
Yeah.
Like that idea now.
Yeah, what your family will love. Nikimpeleka kwetu, my mother will be happy, but you don't really love this person. So
how can we, what would we need to do? We as the young people, we are in that space where we are being approached, we are also approaching. What do we need to do to make sure? How will I know somebody who loves me?
Yeah, from the man's perspective, I would love to understand.
How will I know if this person loves me? Is that the question?
That they're not marrying you because, you know, this guy has a good job.
Yeah.
He drives this car. His father, I hear his father is the governor of the, you know, county
Yeah.
or whatever, you know.
I'm not speaking out of experience here, but let me speak like more of an advice. There's this thing that some people do that you've met a girl, you want to date that girl, like utaka mambo yende haraka. You get that person, you want them to you want the families to meet, you want, like, you don't want to waste time. You've not even taken time to learn who this person is, or how she thinks, or what the values of this person are. So for you can't always know if this person really loves me. That's the scary part. And I'll just say it, I won't even hide it. But through time, you know, time reveals a lot.
That's right.
Time, I'll just say time. Don't rush into marrying this person, because a lot of factors will make you to want to rush. Let's say, like, the parents back at home are pressuring me. Let's say there's this thing that used to happen, but I thank God it does not happen in Overcoming Faith Church. That people are pressuring you. Hey, Timothy, hey, you're already 30, why are you not married? Like that. So you have so much pressure. You just identify a girl. Okay, you're the girl, let's get married. So that way you will avoid getting hurt when you follow the time, because a lot will be revealed.
Wow, thank you. So we're saying time.
Yeah.
Time is important to help us actually learn this person that we want to be married to. And what is love? You know, how will we know somebody who loves us or doesn't love us? I think love has a definition. If you go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, defines love. And so you need to actually check that person and you yourself. Because it's both ways. You can also marry somebody you don't love, but because they are pressurizing you, or because they are so and so, and it's like, I don't want to say no, lest tomorrow I don't get another person asking me. You can get married out of desperation, but you need to measure and say, I know I am patient with this person. I want to share life with them. I find I can forgive them. I find, you know, because it defines love. Love is humble, love is kind, love is this, love is gentle, all those kind of things. You can see them in a person. Number two, I would want to say that you also know love, whether somebody loves you, in that they actually are ready to share. You cannot love and not give. If somebody loves you, they will give their time. If you find somebody never really has time for you, you need to question it. If you find somebody can never really share what they have, and we are not saying here they take you to the salon and they pay your rent, and all, because that again can become a bait. Whereas again, they are taking your responsibilities. We are not talking about that. Because again, especially ladies have really been lied to through kulipiwa nyumba na saloon na nini na nini. It's not that, but they are ready to share what they have with you. Then you know that they love you. Are they patient with you? Are they allowing you to be yourself? You around them, you don't have to walk on eggshells. If you find yourself walking on eggshells with somebody and you're expecting to marry them, then know there is a problem.
Right.
You know, where you have to always be dealing with them very carefully. Like we say, handle them with gloves. You are very careful because you are likely to hurt them. If you say this, they are hurt. If you say that, they are offended, then there is a big question mark. So time is really, really helpful. And we don't want to be desperate. That we are now looking at our watches and we are saying, hey, time is running out for me. I want to get married. But I want to say that marriage actually works. But I would want to help the young people to say expectations are good, but those expectations may not always be met. So because even us, the expectations somebody has on us, they may also not find them in us. They may be expecting certain things that they will never find. But when people are in love and they get married, they actually teach each other. Your husband has never been married. He didn't know how to actually have a wife and make the wife feel protected. You teach him. You will teach him. Actually, you teach him a lot of things. You teach him how to take care of the socks. You teach him how to take care of things. Even when you get your own baby, you realize both of you have never taken care of a baby. So you can't expect, he's not doing this for our baby. He has never been a father. And so iron sharpens iron. The two of you will actually teach each other. And I'm talking about this from experience. We have taught a lot to each other through the marriage, even how to love. Because we also love to be loved differently. We have different love languages. But as we live together, we teach each other, and I say, by the way, I love gifts. I love when you bring me a gift. It feels good. I love when you touch me. I love when you affirm me, And so actually marriage is a journey of teaching each other. And young people need to stop fearing marriage. You cannot marry an angel. You will not marry a perfect man or a woman. There is nobody like that. They only exist in your mind. If you need them to help you with the house chores, please let me give you this for free. Men don't read minds.
Thank you.
They will not come home and say, today she's looking like she's really out. Let me go to the kitchen and cook. You will have to be the one to say, leo babe, nasikia niko out. Nimeka kwa traffic, nimekuwa na, mambo kwa kazi, leo nasikia nimechoka. Both of you say, how do we go about dinner? Maybe tuna chakula zimelala, ziko hapo kwa fridge, ile tunaitaga mulala. Si to mix together tukule. Ama tuitishe to chips. You see? Because you love each other and because you want your family to be good. So actually both of you can really teach each other a lot of things. Don't expect you're marrying people who know these things. Nowhere did they go to class to be husbands. Nowhere did they go to class to be wives. You are the one who will teach them how to be a husband. You will teach them how to be wives. You will teach each other how to be mother and father to your children. Munaulizana haka kakianza kulia hivyo watu wanafanya nini? Both of you are frustrated. Then you say, actually maybe we do this. Na tunasaidiana. But remember that marriage is about you two making your home. And it is your home. I said it is not for John and Mary. It is yours. You will decide how you want to keep it. If you want to have a beautiful home, you give your best. He gives his best. You will have a good marriage. Marriage works, but marriage is work.
Wow. That's good.
I hope you are ready for the work.
That's good.
Thank you so much.
I was actually writing it down, like marriage works, but it's work.
It is work, yes. And they say that it is made in heaven, but it is maintained here.
Wow.
So young people need to stop fearing it. They need to know that actually when they work at it, it is beautiful. I've been married for 25 years. And it has worked, and it will work for you. And for you, our viewer, marriage works. Don't fear it, nothing to be scared about. You will not marry an angel, and you're not an angel too. But when you come together, you will make angels out of each other. The Lord bless you, and I pray for you that you have a wonderful journey ahead of love and also marriage that works. Amen.